Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Stock. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Boy, it came off a really big weekend that we had there with the Easter break. For any of you who celebrate Easter, happy Easter. I hope it was a good one for you. My daughter's birthday was also this weekend. We were plenty busy setting up a trampoline in the yard on Saturday. It was just an incredible time, great weather, and if you guys had the same, awesome, and I hope that you got out and got to enjoy some of that sunshine. That natural daylight does just absolutely wonderful things for our mental health. So I got the collar popped. I'm back. I got a few of my favorite IPAs. I'm not talking about beer on this episode, I promise. IPOs that I would like to talk about. They're ones that have already been released, but the ones that I like. One is a recovery play, and two of them that are a lot newer that I think have a fair amount of upside potential. I would like to share those with you today, so stick around. Let's get ready to rock. Welcome back. For those of you who are interested, down in the description is a link to my Patreon. Also down in the description, you'll find a link to Webull. By signing up and depositing $100, you get 2 free stocks. I get 2 free stocks for the referral. Thanks ahead of time for the support. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, share it with your friends. Let's get right on to the stocks. Alright, so the first stock that I have for you, the first IPO, is AirBnB, and this is one that's been out for a while, and I think that it has a fair amount of its fundamental value already factored into the price. When we're looking at it, you can see it's been trading somewhat in a range, and we've been moving somewhat up and down, and we're getting close to that mid-range with today's trading day, and you can see I believe it's the 5-period moving average that I have on here. Yeah, that's what it is, MA5. So just the simple moving average, and you can think of this sort of as it acts somewhat like a line of support whenever it's underneath the candles like this, and you can see today with that low price that we have that we're tagging right around $185. So this stock has somewhere between a 10 to 20% upside to take us back up to around this level that we saw before, and it's one that we're capable of, and I like this one as a recovery play. And it's one that should regain strength as the economy reopens and as people are traveling again and using their services again. I think we're going to pump out some really strong numbers, and when that positive news comes out, I think it's going to be a really strong catalyst in the stock price. So at this level, I don't know how much it would be for a long-term investment, but I think that you could easily make a swing trade out of this, especially as we hit those recovery numbers and as people feel safe to travel again. And we're almost at the bottom of that range there, so we were not quite at the bottom, but you can see that we have crossed over. We've come back down, and we've tagged this sort of as like a line of support. So I think there's a fair amount of opportunity that we have. And even if we look at the analyst estimates, we're right about that average estimate right now of 186-ish, and then our price closed today at about 186-ish, and we have a high estimate of $240. Really, this depends on how long the recovery is dragged out, how well this thing does with the kind of numbers that they produce, and also the sooner that we get to that recovery, the sooner we see that strength come into the stock price, and it's really going to, I think, propel us forward as we continue, as the economies reopen, as the pandemic subsides. The next IPO that I have for you is Roblox, and this one you can see came out a lot more recently. As a matter of fact, it looks like it came out on March the 10th. This is the daily chart that I'm looking at, by the way, so it hasn't been open for that many trading days, not even a month's time yet, but it came out and it rocketed up to $79 per share, and then we had a big old sell-off throughout March, and then finally we bottomed out somewhere around this candle that we have here. It says, at least on the daily chart, around $64 a share. I think I got back into this one on this big green candle that we had. I was in lower on the candlestick, somewhere below $62 per share, and I had said on this channel before in one of my previous videos that I wanted it to buy in closer to 60, and we came in closer to 60. And the news on this one is that Goldman Sachs came out and gave it a price target, I believe, of $82 per share. So today, closing at like $70 per share. That's at least a 15% upside potential over the next 12 months, according to Goldman Sachs. So you can take a look at that, see what you think about it. This isn't a day that I would buy on. I would wait for some of that hype from that price target to cool off a little bit. If I see this again under $65, and if the price targets are still moving along nicely, it's a stock that I would love to continue to buy into. It's a gaming platform, but it's also a social platform. There's a big social following with it. And there's an in-game currency called Robux that the gamers can buy, and then they can use to buy goods, electronic goods within the games itself, and the developers also can use that, turn it back into real capital, and get paid for the different games that they make. Both of my daughters play it. As a matter of fact, hang on one second. What's the name of that game that you're playing on it right now?
Adopt Me.
Adopt Me. Thank you very much. So she's in the background in the audience right now. Not a huge audience, and it's an audience of one today. But Adopt Me is the one that she plays, absolutely loves to play it, and she likes to save up her Robux for the different things that she can buy. And again, using those Robux goes back to the developer of the games. So it's a really nice system that they have there. And this IPO that we have for Roblox, it's really awesome for the e-gaming market that we have, and really showing some of the strength coming through there. And even we have Goldman Sachs coming out and backing this. This is one that even ARK Invest is in, so we have institutional buying in this as well, and I expect a lot of good things coming out of this. Again, under 65, I would love to add another couple shares to my growth portfolio that I have over at my Patreon. If you do end up signing up, you'll be able to get access to that over there, as well as some other things. I would like to get on to the last IPO for the day. Alright, the last IPO that I have for you today is Kupang, and this one comes out of South Korean e-commerce is what it is, and I believe it's been compared to like Amazon, but for South Korea, and they want to be pretty much the everything that's in South Korea. And Goldman Sachs also came out with a price target for them today of $61 per share. That $61 per share is between 30 and 40% upside from its closing price today. So this is a stock that over the next 12 months could give us some really good returns. And really watching this play out and seeing what other analysts have to say. As a matter of fact, if we go here, right now it currently hasn't updated so far, but like I said, $61 is the price target that the Goldman Sachs has put on Kupang with a buy rating. And you can see from its IPO day, it had a high price of $69, and it just dropped significantly from there. But again, if you look at the timing of it, at the dates on the bottom of the screen, we're looking all throughout March, when all of these smaller companies that we've had we've just had big sell-offs, as it was throughout the NASDAQ and everything. And this one just went right along with it, and you can see it's brought back some of that strength, but closing down under $50 per share. I think that there's some reasonable opportunities here. So you can look up about Kupang, see what you think about them, see if it's a stock that you would like to buy into. It's one that at this price, and especially with Goldman Sachs backing at $61 per share as a 12-month price target, this is one that I'm giving serious consideration into adding into my growth portfolio again that I have over at the Patreon. So let me summarize. Airbnb, I like them as a company, I like their business model, and as a recovery play, I think that they tie in nicely. If we can get people back to using their services and traveling again and really taking up those vacation spots, and we have bigger numbers coming through the airlines even of ticket sales coming into the summertime. So those are things that you can check into. People with that pent-up demand for vacation, just to get out and just explore again. I think that Airbnb is going to be a great play for that. And it is up a little bit. Like I said, there's a lot of fundamental value already priced into the company, but we can still, if we look at the chart, see that it has experienced those higher prices before, so we stand to capitalize on those higher prices as well. Also, Roblox getting that buy rating from Goldman Sachs, like I said, $82 per share as the 12-month price target. Also a company that when it did IPO, ARK Invest jumped right on it, and they've been adding into it, especially as the price dropped. They added a bunch more shares, and it's one that I added into my growth portfolio. And like I said, if it drops below $65 per share again, I'll be adding a few more shares of that into the growth portfolio as well. And then finally, Kupang, South Korean e-commerce. I believe that stock has a chance to, South Korea is kind of a small place, but I think that we're still going to see some strength coming out of that, especially Goldman Sachs coming out and having some backing on that, saying $61 per share as a 12-month price target. I believe that it serves us really well as a third IPO opportunity that we have out of the more recent IPOs, at least within the last 12 months that we've had. So if you like what I had to say and you would like to see more of what I have to offer, that link that I mentioned before down in the description to my Patreon, you can go there, sign up, and you'll see my growth portfolio, my dividend portfolio, my weekly watch list of stocks, the newsletter that I put out, Also access to my private Discord where we talk finances, investing, and we support each other through especially through those big red times that we had, and also continue to talk about the different stocks that we find of interest and different news regarding investing that we find of interest. Also, more recently, I've been putting out Patreon exclusive videos, which is content that you won't find on YouTube, and it just talks more about different aspects of investing and different books that I've read that I think really contribute to building ourselves up as stronger investors. So that link, like I said, it is down in the description. Go ahead and check it out if you'd like to. I'd love to see you over there. Also, Webull, that's the trading platform that I show on my videos. You can sign up, deposit your $100, and get your 2 free stocks. Like I said, it gets me 2 free stocks to help support what I do here, bringing this content to you guys. I really appreciate all the support that you've shown so far, and if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so. If you'd like to, also hit the notification bell, hit the like button, get it out to your friends, tell them more about what we have going on. The more support that I see, the more time that I'm able to put into this for you guys and create that content. I've been having a lot of fun. And I'm excited for continuing to build on what I've done and bring more opportunities to everyone. So thank you. Finally, I just need to remind you that these videos are for entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research and due diligence. Contact a financial advisor before making any financial decisions. I'm Dr. Stock. Thanks for rocking with me. Now go get that money.